Kovar can't paint, you know it's true. Oh, he can't paint. Ooh, ooh, yeah, the man can't paint. It's sad but true.
So sad, so true.
Kovar can't paint, and so can you.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. A lot happening today. Today is the 30th episode, which means it's my 30th painting in my whole life. So kind of a big deal. That's why you heard the old school opening theme song there. So today I am attempting to do this impossible painting that I saw online on Instagram or something. And I don't know who the artist is. So if you guys have a clue, please fill me in. I am going to attempt to do what I did in the other portrait recently, which was this sort of circle technique. And then I've modified it with a square and, just kind of doing my own thing like I usually do. Also, today, a subscriber gave me some advice, Elcor God, about one of the reasons my painting was off on the last one for my portrait was that he said that the angle of my table was off because it's different than the angle I'm looking at. So he uses a drafting table. And so I thought that was pretty good advice and made a lot of sense. So I raised the top of my painting there to give me maybe a chance at getting these proportions right this time. We shall see. If this is your first time here, I am Kovar, and this is Kovar Can't Paint, and I am an amateur painter. I'm just learning, and I'm using YouTube to learn how to paint. And then every week I do a painting, and I record it, and I share it with you guys. And I love to hear your feedback and your ideas and your comments. And usually they help me get better, and sometimes they're funny. So keep them coming. I really like this painting that I picked out to do this week. I definitely knew I was biting off way more than I could chew. It's such a sophisticated painting. It's almost photorealistic. And I knew going into this that there was no way I was going to accomplish the photorealism. I don't even have the beginning of a concept on how they get the gradients and the all the things that they do to make this look photorealistic. But what I wanted to accomplish, like I said at the beginning of the video, was trying to get the proportions better and updating that technique with the circle and adding the square just so I could have some more reference, and then also taking the advice of one of the viewers and lifting up the back of the canvas. So at this point I feel like the proportions are probably definitely better than the last painting, but it is starting to look Ruth Bader Ginsburg-esque, which is obviously not what I'm going for, but I definitely think that the circle technique that I learned from Scotty painting is definitely something I'm going to stick with. I think it does give me a really nice foundation to find my way around proportions. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that in the mix. I just have no idea how this artist does 90% of these effects. The hair is so flowy and cool on his painting, and really just has this almost wispy or smoke effect. It's really pretty. Not so much on mine, but you know, I'm trying. It's definitely difficult on a painting like this at this stage, and I'm trying to find my patience with this stage, and I definitely have grown in patience here. But when you're first layering in the base color, and I get excited now because I mean I am leaving the gaps for the white spaces to leave the highlights, and I'm trying to get better at doing that. But this part, when you just have laid down just one or two layers of color, it is so hard to look at the painting and feel like you're gonna get it anywhere at all. I get pretty frustrated about right here, and I always have to push myself through to stop. But I am at this point always in a painting. I feel like I can guarantee the painting is going to be horrific. But I know I have to keep going. I think ultimately I would really like to be a portrait painting, even if it's abstract. Probably, for sure, if it's abstract. I'm always attracted to abstract paintings anyway, and stuff with just, you know, minimal lines or some sort of idea of the subject, not necessarily, you know, photographic rendering. And I know myself and the techniques that I would have to learn to do photographic rendering. I'm probably never going to have that much time and be able to spend that much time, because that is just an insane amount of practice and skill and work. But I do feel like I can get to a point, and this is what I see for myself. I get to a point where I hope I can have some sort of skill in portrait and figure painting, watercolor painting. I like landscape and I like flowers and vases and stuff like that, but the human form and expression and minimalistic and expressionistic techniques, I feel like that's something I could focus on and really get into in the future. Definitely at this point getting some serious Vincent Price vibes, but you know, the original painting, it has some Vincent Price vibes too, so you know, it's not completely off. Using the hairdryer here, and I had some really loose paint there, and I was happy with that. That was a happy accident, and it started moving around when I was blowing it with the hairdryer, and it created a very great effect of that loose, you know, non-edge there. Obviously, we must be getting close to the end of painting, because you can see in my hand there I have some whitewash. I definitely anticipated that I was going to come back in with whitewash on this painting. There just was so much highlight and white in this painting that I knew I was not going to be able to do it just with leaving white space. So yeah, grabbing my favorite paint and going to town, as it were. I definitely feel okay about this painting. It doesn't look, exactly like the one I'm copying, but it does live on its own as an interesting piece. I remember reading or watching another video of a YouTube artist, and what he said was, never compare your painting to what you're painting. It's like you need to paint what you're painting and then look at it later on its own and see it for what it is, not just whether it's a rendition of exactly what you're seeing. And I really like that advice. I think that makes a lot of sense. This last touch of red rose that I'm bringing in here, I was really happy with the results of that. I feel like it gave it a lot more depth there at the very end, and allowed it to breathe a little bit and come to life a little bit. But that looks like it, guys. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to sign your paintings. You never know what could happen. And we'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
The man can't paint. It's sad but true.
So sad, so true.
Kovar can't paint, and so can you.
It's pretty cool. I love it.